talking with the official about whether we're going to start or not.
Yep.
Let's get the game going here. Let's play a quarter anyway.
I think we can at least get a quarter in to start with, and then after that, who knows what's going to happen. It is indeed going to be much too dark to continue if these lights don't come on, and Charlie, they don't show any inclination to be coming on at all. Matter of fact, now we're down to basically one bank of lights along Route 37 that's fully on, and the other three have only one light on a piece.
I believe this side is on, Sandy. If you look down the track, you can see the reflection of the light on the track.
Yeah.
So I believe this side is on anyway.
We can see this, at least to the right of us, it's on. To the left of us, I don't know about to the left of us, that's for sure. It doesn't look quite that bright down that end. Well, so folks, we may have a 2-day broadcast here.
You think this has anything to do with the MED contract?
You rock. I'm not even going to get into that. We're not going to say a word. Captains are meeting at center field. Now, this discussion's taken a lot longer than usual. They have flipped the coin. It may, if they're only going to play till dark, it may be important to see who wins the coin toss here.
Well, regardless, they're going to have to play a complete game.
Yeah.
Massena is going to defend, I think.
Raiders
going to receive.
Going to receive the ball and defend the end zone. No.
Okay, what they're opting to is they want to receive the second half, so they're going to kick off.
Okay. All right, so the Raiders will kick off 40. And that would be Jason Berner and number 85.
In case Potsdam should get a breakaway.
At 18 minutes after 8 o'clock, the whistle blows and the game is underway. It's an end-over-end kick that goes to one of the upbacks for Potsdam, who returns the ball up the middle of the field and is swamped down at about the 37. The tight end Connor Boyd, the split end James Hoos, and across the line left to right Wade Decker, Mike LaMarche, Joe Waite, Matt Bartholomew, Tim Rockefeller. First and 10 Potsdam with open field to the left in the split I formation, and the handoff to the deep back, and they've got him swarmed under for a loss of a yard.
He was swarmed that time.
Raider defense. John Gardner, Frank Kutzakria, Jeremiah Rose, Mike Villeneuve, Steve Gardner across the front. The linebackers are Marty Thomas and Mike Flynn, 2nd and 11 Potsdam. I formation, handoff to the first man through. That would be Fuller, and he brings the ball up toward the 40-yard line, a gain of about 5 on the play. It's going to be Jason Monticelli, John Rochford, Ryan McCarthy, Anthony DiAugustino. It's 3rd and 6 Potsdam. Linebacker blitz shown by Thomas, and here is the pitch back. And they've caught him for a loss. No, he's hit and he gets away, but finally they swarm on him and drop him.
Rossford put a good
here tonight. It's going to be dangerous. And here we go with a punt formation. Chris LaSalle back to kick. Johnny Rochford back at about his own 35-yard line. The Raiders not convinced he's going to kick this ball too far. Good snap from center. LaSalle gets it, and he doesn't kick it very far at all. The ball dies in the night air. Raiders have got to get away from it, and it's down. Although he might still be mad, but I don't think they're going to pass. Matt Hubert, the starting quarterback. In the backfield for the Raiders offensively, Jason Monticelli, Scott LePage, Ryan McCarthy. The split end, Nat Smythe, and the tight end, Pat Carey. 1st and 10 Raiders, the wing T formation at their own 49. Guess what? It is a pass. Hubert airs it out and overthrows his intended receiver.
Way over.
For the Raiders. The front line, Aaron Clary, John White, Matt Gerard, Steve Gardner, Frank Kutzakria. 2nd and 10 Massena at their own 49-yard line. Monticelli in motion. The fumble on the snap, and Hubert's got to run for his life. He's at the 50, at the 45, and he got pretty good yardage out of a busted play. About 8 yards on that carry. Matt Hubert, he dropped the snap and picked it up and ran around the right side for 9 yards. Wing T formation, 3rd and a yard for Massena. Motion Monticelli, handoff Monticelli, 1st down and more at the 40, and inside it he's brought down 1st and 10. That's Ryan McCarthy, 31, not 21. Yep. And the Raiders have a 1st down inside the 40-yard line. Call it the 38.
Some nice yardage. Masena's on the march here.
1st and 10. Potsdam 37, I formation, offset to the right, Monticelli. He goes in motion now. And the handoff to LePage, up the middle to the 30-yard line and inside it.
Boy, he looked very, very agile on that play compared to what...
With 8:16 to play in the first quarter on the Slavens Furniture scoreboard, there is no score, but Massena's driving. 2nd and 2 at the Potsdam 29. Monticelli in motion. He'll take the ball around left side this time. 3 guys in front of him, but Monticelli reads the block, gets away from a tackler, and down the left sideline, and finally goes down inside the 20-yard line. Beautiful move by Monticelli.
I didn't.
Anthony DiAgostino. And Scott LePage is in front of the I formation here. Steve Grady is in back of him. And in motion goes the tight end. Grady slips and falls. He didn't go to a knee, though.
Nope.
He got a yard or two out of that, and that's about all. The tackle on the play for Potsdam, Massena Red Raiders. A gain of a yard, we'll call it. We'll be generous. Second down and 9, Massena. Here's the wing T formation. Monticelli's back in the ball game. McCarthy has the ball, cutting inside, slipping a couple of tacklers, and getting inside the 15-yard line to about the 14. It's going to be third and about opening quarter. If you're just joining us, the lights were out here for a while. We didn't start till 18 after 8. The Raiders on the drive in the first quarter of our game. And the handoff, the pitch back and fumble, and McCarthy has to fall on it, and he does. Well, if he'd have given that an option right at the moment. Too far away. And two unstable conditions. Macy a pass here. McCarthy in motion. Hubert back to pass. Screen pass thrown to the right side, Monticelli, but he will not get anywhere near a first down. Jason trying to spin away, but the 20, we'll call it the 19-yard line. So the Raiders started out well on that drive, but fizzled out toward the end. I formation, Stoners, first and 10 on their own 19. Handoff, up the middle, and some running room for the first man through on the play.
Our linebackers are doing a great job so far making the tackles after the Potsdam kids get to that far.
I formation, second down, Potsdam at their own 25. And the quarterback was knocked off stride, but he had handed the ball off very quickly to Fuller, the fullback again. And Fuller looks like he's close to a first down. I don't know if he'll have it or not.
Yeah, he does.
First down indeed. They marked the difficulty here. The lights were turned on. Eventually, Ed Cusworth did a great job helping out. And the game is now underway, and it's scoreless in the first quarter. Hand off again to the first man through Fuller, and this time the Raiders stay home and get him. On the Slavens Furniture scoreboard, we have no score. 3:54 and counting to play in the first quarter. The Raiders would like to force a punt here, Charlie, into the wind. Kirky calling the play. A deep handoff and loose. Oh, great tackle made, and he slips it, and he gets away, but not too far finally. Bart Cheney with some hard running there. The Raiders hand Potsdam on their own 37-yard line. Open field to the right. Pro set with a wide receiver slot right. And the back split behind Kirky, who gives off up the line to Fuller, and the Raiders have him as he gets over the 40-yard line. It's close. All right. Potsdam back with the ball then at their own 42. First and 10. The Stoners moving out of their own end of the field from their own 19-yard line. The back's in an offset I formation. Wide receiver left. Hand off to the first back through, and again, that's Fuller. And Charlie, you know what's happening is they're using the play in it on the Slavens Furniture scoreboard, no score. Again, the offset I. Kirky calling the play. Raiders look like they want to shore up a linebacker or two here. And a deep handoff this time, and corralled at the line of scrimmage. He falls forward for a couple of yards on the play, maybe.
No, Sandy, that time that was the delay. Ball being kept on the ground with Massena and Potsdam. This quarter's flying.
Yeah.
1:20 left.
It could be a quick ball game. Now the I formation offset to the right this time. And we have whistles, and they're way off the line, Charlie. It's almost as if he's playing a linebacker back here.
We got 5 linebackers across there.
All right, it's a 4-5 defense. Back to pass. No, sir. Draw play. Yes, he is back to pass. Rolling to his left. Throws and caught by Fuller, and it's a first down. A good fake made by quarterback Brad Kirky. I thought he put Potsdam on the drive now, and they're grinding it out. On the ground, that's the first pass they've thrown. I formation. First and 10 at the Raider 47. And a handoff again to the first man through Fuller. Nothing doing there. Nothing at all that time. And as you say, Charlie, that time the Raider defender stayed home, although on the comes up over the football. Double wide receivers right. Offset I with Fuller off to the right behind his quarterback. Starting the second quarter. And Fuller gets the handoff. Straight dive again, and it's another first down or close to it for Fuller. I'll tell you, Charlie, the pro set now with a wide receiver off to the left. First and 10 at the Massena 22-yard line. Hand off to Fuller. Stopped in the backfield, no gain.
See our down line
to quarter. And the Raiders and Stoners are scoreless. Now the offset I on second and 11. And back to pass. Oh, a wide open receiver Off here to the left-hand side is LaSalle. LaSalle on the sideline will wiggle forward to about the 15-yard line.
Is mixing well. Mixing well. Run, pass.
Double wide receivers to the right. The pro set. The backs are split behind quarterback Brad Kirky. Kirky calls his play. Hands off on the dive to Fuller. And there's another gain that's close to a first down. Let's see where they set the ball. Big line. Trying to sustain this drive, which started at their own 19. Very impressive drive by Potsdam. The backs are split. LaSalle off to the right as a wide receiver. Will they cross him up and pass here? They will. Kirky back to pass. They're after him. He throws to the end zone. It is incomplete. The ball was in 10 on their own 13-yard line. Boy, this is territory you don't want to have anything bad happen here. Hand off to LePage. He bounces off two people. And lost the football, I believe.
Okay, we're going to pick up an extra 15 now.
We got a penalty call as LePage college teams, and even now that we've only played a quarter plus, the middle of this field is really chewed up at the moment. Wing T formation, hand off LePage again, up the middle with running room over the 40-yard line to about the 43. I'll tell you, once he gets going, he's
moves.
For Scott LePage, second down, and 4 Raiders at their own 39-yard line. Open field to the right, wing T formation, McCarthy in motion, handoff again, right up the middle to LePage at the 50, or close to it. He's got a first down over the 45-yard line to about the 48.
They better put a whistle on him because that looks like a freight train.
Been tipped anyway but forward so far this evening. Nice pickup for Scott on the play of about 10 yards. First and 10 Raiders at their own 49-yard line. Wing T formation again. Now we have whistles. All right, first and 10 Massena, wing T formation. Monticelli comes in motion to the near side. He'll have the ball. Skipping inside to the 50. And tucking his head in and getting 8:36 to play and counting in the second quarter. The second quarter, folks. Open field to the right. McCarthy in motion that way. He'll get the ball. Let's go right this time. And McCarthy breaks free into the secondary. Gets to the 35-yard line and the first down.
Good job by the lineman that time. Good.
Both seem to get far enough and then bogged down. We'll see what happens on this drive for the Raiders. First and 10. Handoff up the middle again to LePage, struggling forward. They've got it by the jersey that time. That was the big middle linebacker, Connor Boyd, who's a strong horse. 42 in the second quarter. No score here at Nicholas Field. Potsdam Massena. A wet night, but the rain itself has stopped. The field, though, very sloppy and muddy. Here is the handoff on the counter to Monticelli, trying to pick his way through, and he stood up and dropped.
The area, Sandy, so this isn't we won't be punting or anything.
Well, let's see here. Got the double wing formation this time, and Hubert wants to pass, rolling to his left and throwing, and the pass incomplete off the outstretched hand at the Potsdam 33-yard line. Open field to the right. Monticelli is outset that way. Here is the counter handoff. McCarthy up the middle. He's to the 20-yard line and a first down.
Beautiful play. Beautiful play. See, Sandy, use that man in motion.
The wing T offset to the left with McCarthy. He goes in motion to the far side. Handoff to LePage. Up the middle. LePage pulls his way inside the 10 and is brought down nearby there.
Well, he's taking those Potsdam.
This is where the real estate gets expensive, as we've often said. The Raiders need to cash in now that they're first and goal on the Potsdam 8. Open field to the left. Monticelli in motion that way. The handoff to LePage up the middle. And he struggles forward. Boy, they wrestle him down. Off to the right, Scott Hubert is a wide receiver. Wing T formation. Monticelli. Stutter stepping left and cuts inside to about the 3.
Oh, I wish that footing was better, Sandy. Let's see what happens.
About a quarterback rollout here. Here's the full house backfield from Massena first time tonight. Scott Hubert. Hands off on the counter dive and a touchdown.
Okay.
The holder will be putting the ball down in a pretty good spot on the field. High snap, the ball down, the kick up. Oh, he drilled it. It's good.
Good.
What a beautiful kick that was.
Yeah.
DiCarlo, no mistake.
One time. That's what they're talking about.
Okay.
They've been pretty good about that. Everybody's back.
Still a bit confusing, though, I imagine, the coaching staffs. All right, DiCarlo approaches the ball and drills it end over end into the night air. And the kickoff is handled by LaSalle at his 20. Up the middle, 25 on a beautiful tackle by the Raiders. What great kick coverage that was. Let's get the number on that. Let's see what the Stoners will come up with here. First and 10 on their own 31-yard line. The quarterback is Brad Kirky. Offset I formation. And the handoff, again, this time to Fuller, who's gotten some good yards, but the Raiders bury him. Rochford in on the tackle.
Fuller had a full head of steam, I'll tell you that time. He had both arms wrapped around that ball and made nice yardage.
Fuller in front of the offset I. Kelleher in back. 2nd and 6, Potsdam. And the handoff to the deep man, Kelleher. And he squirms through for a few yards, not much.
Good defense that time. The play took a little bit of time to develop, and it gave our linemen an opportunity to read the play.
4 yards to go. Ball at the 37-yard line, their own. I formation, a straight I this time. Fuller and Kelleher. Fake handoff and a pass coming up. Rolling out to his left is Kirky. He throws in desperation. The pass incomplete. State Farm Insurance scoreboard. Massena leads 7-0. Johnny Rochford back at about his own 20-yard line. Chris LaSalle to punt from about his own 25. A bit of a high snap. LaSalle will get it off a line drive.
Right out.
Rochford at the 30. And Stutter steps to 35, around one man to the 40, to the 45, midfield, down to the 45, to the 40. A great block from Gardner at the 25 and to the 20-yard line. We had a great view of the Steve Gardner block. He just cleaned that guy right out.
We're in great position now to score another touchdown.
All right, 1st and 10 Raiders at the 22-yard line of Potsdam. Handoff up the middle to LePage, lumbering to the 15, to the 10. He brings 2 people with him down towards the 10-yard line. Another first
drive kick.
Yeah, not much time for Potsdam to get
That's
on cover.
Right. They couldn't cover very well.
Yep, for sure. All right, 1st and 10 Raiders at the 11. The counter handoff, and not much there for Jason Monticelli that time.
Thought maybe there was a fumble, but there wasn't.
All right, Raiders 2nd down and 8. The full house backfield now for Massena at the Potsdam 9-yard line. Handoff. No, Hubert will keep it and run around the end, and he'll be drilled at the 9. There was the play wheel to the left. Wing T formation. Monticelli's off to the right. Hubert calling the play. Monticelli in motion. Handoff LePage.
Call your timeout now.
Can't get through the middle two. Monticelli off to the right. LePage and McCarthy in the backfield. 4th and 3. Handoff. No, the option pitch. And it's to Monticelli. No, it's Hubert carrying in for the touchdown. Or attempt to, I should say. Ryan Dubray is the holder. High snap from center. Dubray's going to have to run with it. He looks, trying to get to that corner, and poor Ryan's going to be snowed under. Back to receive for Potsdam. LaSalle. And the ball will go to him at the 17-yard line. Return up the middle. LaSalle is loose at the 45 midfield, and the Raiders are going to have him near midfield finally. Midfield. Now Potsdam with triple wide receivers to the right. So here we go with the
better drop off.
The prayer play, shall we say. Back to pass. This is not Kirky. Oh, he's hit as he throws. The ball is knocked away, incomplete.
He had a clear sailing down the sideline.
I think the method is, hey, you only got 13 seconds left. Might as well give it a shot.
All right.
Trips to the right. And one of the Potsdam receivers can't hear the call. Here is another short pass coming. Oh, almost intercepted there by Anthony DiAgostino. The receiver was a lineman, and that... They're in the... Oh, they're going to call time.
Up to the side here again, Sandy.
Try it again, maybe. Here we go.
This will be a Hail Mary.
Hayes is the quarterback this time. Triples out to the right. Raiders back in the prevent defense. Hayes going to give it on a handoff to Fuller up the middle. And he breaks loose from a couple of tacklers, but not from Johnny Rochford. And that should do it. The half is over. Number 40, Jason Berner. Ryan DiCarlo to kick with the win now. And it's an end-over-end line drive that Berner drops and picks up at the 20-yard line. 25-30, scoots out there to the 35, and then he'll be buried at about, let's make it the 32-yard line. Back to Brad Kirky at quarterback with Fuller and Kelleher in the backfield. Hand off to Fuller again off the right side, and Flynn is hanging on for dear life as he drags Fuller down close to the 30.
That time, but again, still another linebacker. Flynn made the tackle that time.
Here is a note. We have not seen Bart Cheney, the regular tailback for the Stoners, is in quite a while. Since the first quarter, Kelleher's out there again now in the back of the eye. And he gets the fake handoff. Kirky wants to throw, rolling out to his left. He throws incomplete. The ball was thrown a little bit.
Take off and go one way or go with another. They've been pretty much staying at home.
Raiders may have gone to a nickel defense here. Jeremiah Rose. And offside on Massena. You just called it.
I just called it.
8 seconds of the third quarter. Do not adjust your set. We didn't start this game till 18 minutes after 8 o'clock. The offset I, 3rd and 2, Potsdam. Here is the handoff on the quick hitter to Fuller. A big hit put on him by the Raider tackler, Marty Thomas, but Fuller falls forward. Tried that fast 3 times at home. And he got the first couple of plays. Now he's back in. 1st and 10. Kirky to throw the quick one, and it's caught.
Oh, boy.
LaSalle off the left side. Rochford drags him down at midfield. Got a new center out there as well for Potsdam, and we'll pick up his number in a moment. 1st and 10. I'm sorry, 2nd and 2. Stoners just past midfield. The pitch back. And in the backfield, Kelleher. Whoa, what a hard hit there put on him by Rochford. Kelleher falls forward. He might have the first down.
Notice that time, Sandy, the defenders on the outside, their rushes were supposed to be outside in, which they did. They forced the runner to go back inside, and there's where you got a lot more people, and then we made the tackle. Well, Jackson only got 3rd down over there, so I guess it's going to be 3rd down.
Yep, 3rd down it is. The new center for Potsdam is Jason Barkley, number 70. And again, where their starter Joe Wade is, we don't know, and where also Bart Cheney is, the regular tailback. He apparently down on the sideline as well, because Kelleher has gone the whole way here.
We haven't seen anybody get hurt.
No. 3rd down and less than a yard. Potsdam at the Raider 47.5-yard line. I formation, handoff. Fuller breaks it and drags a nice tackle with him there. Gardner on the tackle, but Fuller dragged him all the way to the 40-yard line. First down.
Good.
I don't know what the deal is. I think they're supposed to not start until the ball is snapped, but it's all right anyway. 1st and 10. Stoners on the Raider 40-yard line. Back to pass is Kirky. Rolling to his left, got an open lane. He throws it to a wide-open receiver who drops the football. No doubt about it. It was a big, big play there. Should have been completed. 2nd down and 10. Stoners at the Raider 40. Open field to the right. And it's a reverse. The end around actually to LaSalle with plenty of room at the 40, at the 35, down the right sideline to the 30, and he'll get inside of that. A nice one-on-one tackle made there by John Potsdam. Stoners on the move after forcing the Raiders down on their drive to open this half. And Kirky hands off, almost nailed by Fuller as Fuller came through to get the handoff. He almost whacked him in the face with the ball. Fuller again scoreboard with 7:52 to play in the 3rd quarter. Offset I formation. Kirky calling his play. 2nd and 5. Kirky back to pass. Throws a quick one to LaSalle. He's got it at the 20, at the 15, at the 10, and a hard tackle delivered by Ryan. Stoners come up. Big, big drive for them here. 1st and goal at the 10. Here's the split I again. Kirky, the pitch back to Kelleher. Trying to get around the end. A good block delivered. The Raiders have him hemmed in, and they drop him. Flynn finally does. McCarthy hit him first.
Yep.
Flynn got just inside the 5-yard line. I formation, offset I. Kirky, hands off to Fuller, barreling through the middle, stood up and dropped.
I'll tell you, Sandy, if we stop over penetrating, we'd make those tackles right in the line.
Here.
They've had the ball for 6 minutes.
Opening drive of the half. Calling the play is Kirky. He's got the ball himself, and they've got him in his tracks. Nowhere to go that time.
Notice the big mistake he made, Sandy?
Old Potsdam at the Raider 1.5-yard line. Split the backs, pro set, double tight ends. Calling the play, Kirky. Back to pass. John Gardner's after him, and he's got a fumble. Loose football, and the Raiders have it. John Gardner got in there, and on their own 1.5. That's a tough call right there.
Looked like a fumble from here.
Sure looked like a fumble to me. Here we go. Anyway, handoff. Oh, breaking it is Monticelli, and he gets over the 10-yard line. I'll tell you, he had one guy to beat it. He would gone for 99. If he was trying to throw that ball, that's a great play on the quarterback's part. All right, 1st and 10, Massena at their own 12. Handoff to fumble, loose football. They never got the handoff, and the Stoners have the ball right back. 0-0. Have the ball back in Raider territory, the 17-yard line. Raiders stunting on the line. I formation, handoff, Fuller up the middle, breaks it down to the 12-yard line. Now,
It's a counter play.
Where was that play?
Yeah.
Nothing, and the Raiders have had this ball only about a minute of this quarter. I formation. Kelleher in back, Fuller in front. Kirky, the pitch back to Kelleher with open field to the right. Now the Raiders have him hemmed in, and he gets away. And Kelleher fights his way toward first down yardage.
9 guys in on that tackle.
Tackle out. The backs are split. Nope, the backs, in an I formation this time. 3rd and 2. Potsdam at the Raider 9.
Counter.
And off to Fuller. Nothing doing that time. Fuller rode to the ground. Ridden to the ground, forgive me. By
defensive linemen on the line of scrimmage, and there are offensive people to block all of them, and we stopped it cold.
Another big play, 4th and 2, Potsdam at the Raider 9-yard line. Huge play here for the Stoners. Kirky calls his signal. Hand off Fuller. Oh, I don't know. Boy, it's close. They might have stopped him, but he might have it. Marty Thomas in on the tackle. Let's see where they spot 5-2. Deep penetrations by the Stoners, one of which was ended at the 1-yard line. Hubert. And that looked like a busted play from here. Massena on their own 7 or 8-yard line. 8-yard line. Hubert the handoff up the middle. LePage, not much that time. Scott. But you can bet the Stoners will try to block it if that happens. Raiders, wing T formation, 3rd down and long.
Counter.
Here is running through the middle is McCarthy, and he's got a first down.
Beautiful play.
McCarthy made yardage all the way up over the 20-yard line to about the 24. Raiders have had horrible field position, but their defense has played well. McCarthy again off the right side, carrying a couple of people with him up over the 30-yard line, up, or at least punch the ball down into the other end of the field for now. Again, the wing T. Monticelli in motion. Handoff up the middle to Page. Comes through a couple of his own players and gets the first down over the 40-yard line to about the 42. So the Massena defense rose up and stopped Potsdam twice inside the 10-yard line. Handoff McCarthy. 45 midfield, 45 to the 40, 35 to the 30. It's a foot race, and he's dragged down from behind. Nice pickup on the play of about 30 yards for McCarthy.
That counter play has picked up a lot of yards tonight.
The wing T formation. 1st and 10 at the 29. Handoff Monticelli, cutting to the 25 and inside it. Now to about the 23-yard line, and that should be the last. Couple of big runs by McCarthy have helped a lot. 2nd down and 2 Raiders as we start the 4th quarter on the Potsdam 17-yard line. Open field to the right, handoff up the middle to LePage, and he drags a couple of people with him for a first down. Scott LePage, the featured back in the first half, and he was just running over and through people.
Yes.
And doing a great job that way, and now at the 12-yard line of Potsdam. I formation. First time we've seen this out of the Raiders tonight. In motion, McCarthy. Handoff, LePage. Not much. Maybe to the 10.
Right up the middle. A little bit tougher to run in there. We've said over the years, the real estate becomes more expensive inside the 20.
Wing T formation, 2nd and 8 at the Potsdam 10. Handoff Monticelli, twisting and turning, and not much there either.
There was a little mix-up in that backfield. Both those guys. Maybe Massena can dole out a touchdown.
3rd down and 10. 3rd down and 8 Raiders at the 10-yard line. Hubert back to pass. He throws toward the end zone, and it is knocked away. Great play by the defender Kelleher back there.
Not a bad job.
No, sir, not a bad. 4th and 8.
They've got the counter set up.
Wing T formation. Monticelli in motion. Hubert rolling out to his left, keeping it to the 10. Throws now, and it's knocked away, and
no.
Income
Okay,
goal. Yeah,
right.
it should be, yes.
Okay.
Inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. Full house backfield Raiders. Handoff. Monticelli.
Touchdown. But Jackie's trying to cross us up over there. He left 4th down up.
Yeah, I see that.
Going for the 2.
Raiders go for 2. Wing T formation. Here is the option. And the pitch back. Oh, Matt Hubert saved for that.
Oh, you should have tried to pick it
And
up.
the ball was electrician Eddie Cusworth came in and saved the day, put the fuse back in, and away we went. A 92-yard drive in 13 plays. Jason Monticelli goes 4 for the touchdown, and the Raiders lead at 19-0. Kickoff goes to the 20-yard line to LaSalle, and a beautiful one-on-one tackle made by one of the Raider defenders at the Potsdam owned the ball in the third quarter and did not score twice inside the Massena 10-yard line. I formation. And Hayes is the quarterback now. Fuller has the ball. He gets past a couple of his own men, and Johnny Rochford brings him down from behind.
That's right.
9 minutes. You better start doing something. Second down and 6 to go. Potsdam at their own 39-yard line. Raiders showing blitz. Deep handoff. Kelleher gets loose into the Raiders secondary at midfield. Still on his feet at the 45-yard line and finally brought down there. He got through the line initially and then got into daylight.
Did a nice job of running. Nice job.
Monticelli helped to bring him down, but it's a first down. Potsdam with the 4 minutes to go now. Offset I formation. Kelleher in back. Fuller in front. Hayes is the quarterback. Back to pass. Straight drop. Throwing right side.
Oh, nice hit.
A great, well.
Yeah, he is.
I formation again. Hayes the quarterback for Potsdam. 2nd and 10 at the Raider 45. Hayes the pitch back to Kelleher. 45, 43, 41-yard line.
A lot of...
0-0. I formation, Kelleher and Fuller. Hayes calls the signals. 3rd and 6. Fakes the handoff. Back to pass. Screen pass. It's caught in the backfield. A loss on the play for Potsdam. The Raiders had that one well diagnosed. And again, it's Gardner. 4th down. The Stoners showing punt. Don't you believe it? They're down by 19-0. Don't you believe they're going to kick this ball?
Oh, we've got Rochford back. Whoa, the snap's
LaSalle,
high.
high snap from center. Oh, he's going to kick it. And he line drives it again, but this thing will bounce. Oh, Massena's going to be pinned very, very deep in their own end of the field at the 5-yard line.
Okay.
1st and 10 on their own 5-yard line. Hubert, the handoff to LePage. Barreling through the middle, trying to get some running. Gain on the play, only a couple of yards. 2nd and 8, Massena at their own 7-yard line. Swing T formation. McCarthy with the ball. And he gets maybe to the 6 at about the 9-yard line for Massena, their own 9-yard line. Handoff up the middle.
Okay, we're going to punt.
That's what it was. On the footing, not too good where he is at the moment either. Potsdam got to be coming after this ball. Good snap from center. They're not coming after it. He kicks it high and wobbly, and the ball takes a good Raider bounce. I wouldn't be surprised if Kelleher tries to pick it up. He won't do it. Stoners in the I formation. Hayes is at quarterback. LaSalle off to the right as a wide receiver. Kelleher and Fuller in the I. Hand off to the first man through. It is Fuller again, and he carries people with him to near the 25-yard.
That's the only stat that means anything.
Yeah, right. True. 2nd down and 2. Potsdam at the Raider 25. Hayes hands off on the counter. Fuller right up the middle. Fuller gets loose and gets inside the 20.
See those 3 guys in the pot?
Wide receivers to the right. I formation again. Hayes at quarterback for Potsdam. Raiders stunt in the defensive line. Hayes, the deep handoff. No, fake handoff. No, he got it. Yes, he did. And Kelleher going nowhere on that Eastern Daylight Time. A little bit late going on here because of the late start of the game. Here is a pro set with the backs in a divide on 2nd and 13 at the Massena 20. Hayes lofts it toward the end zone and overthrows. LaSalle is intent. I formation, offset I. 3rd and 13 at the Massena 20-yard line. Hayes, the handoff. Fuller again, right up the middle. And coming. Oh, I'm not going to say anything more. 4th down and 7. Stoners at the Raider 14-yard line. Hayes back to pass.
Swing pass.
He is going to be throwing it to the right side. It's incomplete. Kelleher could not hang on. Great pressure.
They're heading out now?
Well, you know, they got to get their pregame preparations going, Charlie. 1st and 10, Massena. Hand off LePage. Both hands around that football. Carrying it up over the 15-yard line.
McCarthy, Monticelli, LePage.
Rochford for his defensive play.
That's right.
Hand off again, it's LePage. And he's just rumbling and tumbling over the 25-yard line. First down play. Hand off up the middle. LePage again. He just runs through about 4 more. One out there, Anthony Criazzo. Out at one of the positions. We've got Steve Grady in the backfield at a running back. Anthony DiAugustino on top.